So my name is Mufrat. I'm from Bimser International, and we are a passionate enterprise software maker, and we have been bringing the best solution ideas since 1998. And today I'm going to give you a demonstration on how we can use our integrated management system, which is QDMS. So first we have to log in with one of our user accounts, and the user account that I'm gonna use to log in is kind of like an admin ID because I have so that I can have all the functionalities. And just so you know, this is a web-based application, which means you can use it from any other browsers in the world once you log in. And we also provide the mobile application for both Android and iOS users. And this is the home screen of QDMS, and on the top left is our integrated management system, which is right over here. So here you can get access of all the modules, and you can also get all sorts of functionalities from here. And over here, this is our system infrastructure definitions. And from here, you can configure every arrangements that you need. And this is very crucial because all the configurations, they must be completed before you upload any document or before you want to do anything else. All the configurations must be done using this system infrastructure definitions. And on the screen you're seeing over here are a list of tasks that are categorized under different section, and it's very convenient for different users to view which tasks need to be completed. On QDMS there are three types of users: viewers, regular users, and administrators. Viewers can only read, but they can review or they can revise or approve the documents. And regular users like employees, managers, supervisors, they can either upload a document for review or they can just approve the document. It's based on their positions. So whatever authority they would receive, it's totally based on their positions. Now, administrators are kind of like me. Administrators are users. They have the full functionality. They can oversee the entire system. So now let's look at the modules. So I'm going to start off with our document activities module because this is one of our core. It allows you to submit and make changes to the document, and you can see all the documents that we have using the document viewers. So when you press the document viewers in here, I already pressed it, it's loading on the screen. So this is going to show you all the documents in our systems. From here you can check for any documents inside the screen, but now I'm going to show you how you can create new documents. So you go to the document activities, you press the new document preparation, and then you can see a list of drives. So first you have to select a drive. So for me, I'll select practice. Okay, so when I select it, I can double press it and get access of it. I have to select it first, and then I have to press this button, next step. So when I press the next step button, it will open up the practice drive, and inside the practice, it's still loading. So inside the practice drive, you can create new documents. So this is the form that you have to fulfill in order to create a new document. So all the star marks that you're seeing right now, like beside the document code, the star, you have to fill out these sections in order to create the documents. So because I'm doing a demonstration, I'll name it demo task. I think I already named it once, so I'll name it 2, or just for safety, I'll name it demo task 222. So, and also these sections also need to be fulfilled. Document owner Bimser International, first create date. As you can see, these are already fulfilled, so I'm not gonna fill them out. And on the other info sites, you can add the referred document system item number. It's all for you. If you want it, you can fill it out, or if you don't want it, you don't need to fill it out. And over here you can set up permissions, like who can revise the documents. Because I'm a training responsible, I have all the permissions, but if you want to have another user with different permission, like if you don't want them to revise, you can just uncheck this, and it will just create a new permission. And this is kind of like the permission page. Here you can set up distributions, and here you can set up approval, like who can approve it or not, and you can add new comments over here. And hard copy control. So all these, so you can take a look at this, and you can choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So the main thing I would like to focus on is where it's here. You can create a document using, so basically first you have to create a document outside this environment, outside QDMS, with using a Microsoft Word or PDF or anything that you want. You have to create it outside this environment, and then all you have to do is just upload this document. So this is basically just storing the documents inside the QDMS. So now I'm going to add a document file. So the way I'm going to do is I'm just going to press add file over here, and from here I can just upload the file. So I'll probably upload this document over here, test2, yeah. And then when the uploading is finished, it will show file uploaded successfully over here, and then you can just press the send button onto the top right screen, and the document is created. So when the document gets created, it will show a message that the document has been sent for the control to the users below. That means that you can get access of this document from this home screen over here. So on the home screen, there's already a document waiting for, not this one, there's already a document for control request. So this was our document, demo task 222. So you can just press this button, and because I'm the admin, I have the full functionality. I can easily just approve a document or reject a document. So for right now, I'll just approve it just to show you what happens next. So this document has been sent for the approval. So then that document gets sent for approval to a higher position. So if a manager, then the document gets sent to the manager, to be more precise. So the manager will be able to approve or reject the documents the same way I did that before. So over here, you can check the documents again, the same information, all these same information, and then you can just approve it. And when you approve it, so as I have just approved the document, I also want to mention that the person that approves the document and the person who creates the document doesn't necessarily have to be the same person like I did. It can be totally different person, because different people have different permissions based on their different permissions, different positions. So just what I did right now, the approving and creating the document, they can be done by totally different persons. So now I'm going to show you another method in our document management module. From here, you can edit a document. So what I mean by edit is you can rename or revise the file. And let's just take a deeper look. So this is the functionality that you use to do that, revise document. You press this button, and then you select the drive, and then you press the next step. So when you select the drive, you can see all the documents that has been created. The document that I created just now is right over here, demo task 222. So you select it first, and then you press next step again. And from here, you can see they have a message that the revision process started. You can see what I want to point out is that the revision number over here, you can change it, because every time you edit a document, this revision number automatically switches to automatically adds up by 1. So for, I forgot to mention that, but the revision number was 0 when I first started to create the document, and now it's automatically changed to 1. So this was done just to give you an idea of how many changes you have made. So this is where you can edit the documents, you can edit all this information, and you can so these sections are not really mandatory, so you can just skip it over. But for now, what I mean by editing the document is that you can edit it inside the system. So you can't do that. What you can do is you can upload another document. So for instance, you can only do like upload another document, but inside this system you can edit the file like you do on Microsoft Word. So if I want to upload like a different file, for instance this one, demo test 2, all I have to do is select it and then it will get uploaded. But as you can see, for some reason that document name was not compatible, and it happened because the name of the file was not like this, demo test 222/1.pdf. So the name of the file, I didn't name it like that. So all I have to do is rename it like this. So instead of demo task 2/1, I make it demo/222/1, and then you rename it, and then you select it, and now the uploading is going to be done successfully, as you can see. So the uploading is finished. You can approve the document and the editing will be finished. But hold on. So they're saying that the revision reason should not be blank. So the required field. So we didn't fill out one required field. So now we have to check out which required field did we not fill out. So revision info, yeah, as you can see over here, the star marks, they need to be filled out because you can't edit a file without any viable reason. You need a proper reason for that. So for me, I'll just put demo purposes, and over here I'll put demo purposes, and I'll just go down to make sure there's any more. So this doesn't have a star sign, so you can just leave it blank. So I'll just send it, and it will definitely going to be uploaded. Yeah, so the document has been sent for the control. So the same processing will happen again. The document will get sent back to the control request. From here you can approve it, and then when you approve it, that document will be sent back for approval. So this whole processing, I'm doing it all single-handedly, but this will all be done by people with different positions, by different people. So now this is all I wanted to show for document activities module. Now I want to show you the customer complaint modules. So we have 2 customer complaints module because we value our complaints and we value whatever issues that we have, we want to fix it as fast as we can. So we have the internal customer complaints module. This is for co-workers or like your team members, all these people. And external customer modules is for clients, vendors, etc. So both of these modules follow a similar pattern. So I'm just going to show the internal customer module for the demo purposes, and let me show you. So this would be our main page for the customer complaints, and here you can see a lot of dummy files. These are all demo files. So on the top right with the plus sign, you can create a new customer complaint. So because I'm doing a demo, I'll just create a new customer complaint module. So here you can select the departments, and if you press this button, you can select which department that you want. So you can select, like for me, I'll just pick software, and then I'll put inside the software module, I'll put slow internet. I think I have done slow internet before, so I'll just mark it as slow internet 2. So inside this, so I'll just put slow internet again, and I'm filling it out because it has a star mark, but you don't. But for you, it will be completely different. So the complaint category. So you have to put it inside a specific category. So I'll put it inside the general complaint because it just seems general. And then inside the product, I'll select QDMS. And then you can. So yeah, there's also some other forms. Here you can set it as importance like high, and that complaint will be taken more seriously than other complaints. And here you can select the team leader. I'm going to select myself as the team leader instead of Kevin, who is our managing director. So over here you can just search for any person by using the name. So as you can see, I found myself by searching by my name. You can also search by surname, workplace, department, whichever you have the information for, you can search it as easy as you can. And then on the responsible department, I'll just pick the software. And then the team members. Oh, and also inside the team members, make sure you add yourself up, because without that, it will not. It will just freeze or something. Some issue might occur. So inside the team, you first select the team leader, and you also select team members. In both of these forms, you put yourself and you do it. So these are everything, and you can attach anything with. You can upload any documents with the attachments. So inside the new, you can just browse, and you can do the same with how I did it before with document activities. Now, as you can see, we can't really access the first progress report, actions, final report, follow-up, and all these other functionalities, because this will be available after you save it and after you upload it to the system. When the user approves the document, so let me show you what's gonna happen. So it's inside the. This will automatically get sent back to the home screen. So because this is a internal customer complaint, so it's going to be demonstrated right over here. So yeah, on here you can see the slow internet on Bimser International. It's showing right over on this screen. No, this is a different one. So waiting for approval. Yeah, so this is the one that I was talking about, and I just recognized it because the complaint, after seeing the complaint description, slow internet 222. So this is where the document is going to be sent after you save the complaint, and from here you can when you approve it, after you send the approval, then you can access all the other modules like the first progress report and all of that. So now let's go back to the internal customer complaints, and over here. So as you can see on top, it's already there. When you double click it, you get a visual overview of what's inside the document. You don't need that. What I want to show you is how you can add the first progress report and all these other functionalities. So what you need to do is you want to edit the file. You press the edit button, and as you can see, what I want to point out is if you want to do the new, it will create you another new document, which is not what you want. You want to edit this file. So what you do is you edit this file and you press the edit, and as you can see, the first progress report is available just now. So it's now available. So if you want, like, first, you can add your first progress report. So you can add something like the internet is fixed. And you don't need to create new kappa, select kappa. You can do that, but you don't need it right now. So this is just a shortcut. So from here, you can directly create new kappa. You can select new kappa. But for my demonstration, you don't need that. So I'm just going to leave it blank. And when you save the file, you can then access the actions. Here you can just basically add new actions, and when you add a new action on this screen, right now it's completely black, but there would be a couple of them. When you have those actions, you can just select one of these actions and you can perform the actions, and it will create the function. You can also create new action using this new, and then you can assign it by this file. Right now we don't have any action, so I can really do this section, but when you do have an action, you can just set it up on the screen, and then you can perform this action, and then you can do the final report, follow-up, close. So what I want to mention is that all these functionalities gets available step by step. So if you don't finish the first progress report first, you won't be able to receive the actions functionality. And when you finish the actions functionality, then you can get access of final report. And when you're done with final report functionality, then you can access the follow-up. So these are all done in a way so that none of the users will have like unlimited amount of power. All the users will have like a very limited amount of power, and they will have full control over their power. So now I'm going to show you Kappa. So the Kappa is our corrective and preventive actions. I already kind of showed you on the previous screen where you had the option create new Kappa. From there you could have created a corrective and preventive action, but I want to show it separately because this is much better in my opinion. So corrective actions over here, you can add a new Kappa. But first I'm going to show you the home screen of Kappa. So the home screen of Kappa is corrective action, and then you press the define corrective action. So this will put you onto the home screen of Kappa. So this is the home screen. So as you can see, this is kind of similar to our internal customer complaint modules, but it's not that similar as well. Here you have the same. You can create a new Kappa, and then when you create it, you can just edit the file. Let me show you how you can create a new Kappa. So when you create a new Kappa, this is what it's going to look like. So as you can see, the similarities are just there. So you can put like work accident. You can mention all of the work accidents on this screen. You can select a specific department like the sales department. They are in Manhattan. You can write it manually, or you can just select this. So you can select United States, and you can just put a reason that some workers fell off the stairs. You can do that. And the category, you have to mention the category. So you put it like support system on stability because it's someone just fell off the stairs. So you can fill out these sections, and you have to select the team leader, first progress report. So it's actually very similar to the internal customer complaints module. And as you can see, these functionalities are right now not available. It gets available after a short amount of time. That's it. And then let's move on to, when you are done with this, you can just save it, and it's going to send you back to the home page. And from the home page, you can just get access of all the features. So that's all you need, because I already showed you the internal customer complaint module, and this is kind of similar to the way it performs. I'm not going to save it again and show you another brief overview. I'm just going to go back to the home screen. So as you can see over here, this is what the home screen of Kappa, and you can perform it. And now so this is that's all I want to talk to you about our Kappa module. And let me show you how you can do the survey module. So so our survey module is right over here. So I wanted to show survey module because here you can create unlimited amount of surveys using this module, and you can do it with both internal and external parties. So let me take you to the home page of survey module, which is right over here. So here you can create new service. So so over here you can participate. Okay, so this is the home screen of the survey, not that one. So basically, the survey module participating service is for people who can participate in new service. Here you can't create new service. You can just only do the participation. But on the internal survey participation preparation, so you can create a new service onto the screen using this new button. So you can create like new service from this screen. You can add your name. Like for me, I'll just add Bimser International Bimser, and I can just edit all these responsibles. I can add all the users from here. So I'll just add Bimser. So I can add, and then I can just, so over here you can mix up with all of these information. Once you do that, you save it, and this is going to be start date and end date is required. I didn't check the last screens, so the expiration date, they need to be filled out. So I'll just put it on September 25 and then just 30, and then when you save it, a survey is going to be created. And I think I named it Bimser, so I'll try to find it out if it's on the screen. So as you can see, Bimser, This is on the top screen. So you can just select over here. What you can do is you can turn this survey on just by pressing the open use survey button. And as you can see, this survey is now turned on. You can edit new questions onto the screen by pressing the questions button. Display which have to fill out onto the questions button. Yeah, when you select the questions button, you can see all these survey questions that you can see. Because I didn't add any question onto my file, I'm just getting access of a completely different file. So the satisfactory survey, I didn't create it, but I wanted to show you how you can answer the questions in survey. So I'm choosing a different survey file. So this is the satisfactory survey file. You can press the questions button and you can see all these questions that are already in there. You can answer this question. You can press like, do you feel your work meaningful? Yes. Safe enough for you? Yes. Select today's date and you select the today's date and you can just give answer to all these questions. This is created just to show you how you can manage your surveys. And this is another survey. So this is all the options that you have. You can fill it out and then you can submit it. And let me show you how the participating surveys work. So when you select the participating surveys, you can just participate onto the survey and you can submit it later on. So for instance, are you comfortable with QDMS? You can press yes. When you press yes, it will ask for you why and you can give an answer. And when you press no, it will give you another answer. And when you're done with the survey, you can just save it. Okay, so because it is good, that's just for demonstration purposes. You can just save it, and then when you save it, so your survey is saved successfully. So you can just select any of the survey and you can join them, and when you're finished with it, it will create the surveys. So that's all I have for the survey module, and I wanted to show you. So there are so many modules that we have, but there's also, so I'm just trying to think what other module that I can show you. Another module that I can show it to you is our, yeah, let me show you our action management module, which is right over here. Here you can do all the plannings. So basically we have like weekly meetings, general meeting. So you can make any sorts of planning with this module. You can make like a weekly meeting or an emergency conference call. You can do anything using this module, and you can, as you can see, they follow the similar pattern so that you won't get lost or you don't have any issues with it. So you can create a new weekly meeting, and as you can see, you can just select the action source, which is right over here. You can select meetings requester. You can, as a requester, you can put your name. So for me, I'll just put Bimser. I'll just put it right there. Definition, weekly meeting, and then workplace. You can select United States. I mistakenly chose Turkey. So other sections are not mandatory, so I'm going to skip them over. You can add the documents to let them know what type of meeting that you want. So now after you save it, that is going to be done. So here you can see on the top of the screen, weekly meeting. So this is done by me right now, the weekly meeting. So here you can create like meetings, you can update the meetings, you can even delete the meetings. So for instance, I can just delete it right away. Here you can see all these, you can copy it and you can view the meeting. So when you view it, you can see all the information. This is all the modules that I wanted to talk to you about mostly. And also we have many other important modules like emergency situations, where you could assign emergency teams if the situation goes wrong somewhere. And there are other useful modules like training planning module, suggestion system, which I'm not going to go over because they all follow the similar pattern. Here they all have on the top right corner, they can be created with new update, they will have all these functionalities, and you can just select them and you can choose whichever you want to do with all these functionalities. I can honestly say that all these modules, they're made just so your company would not have any issues and your company can maximize your company's efficiency. That's all I wanted to say about on this module. So thank you for listening to me. Again, I'm Mufrat, and if you have any question, please feel free to contact us.